Alex, you know, part of the work that you do is monitoring these sorts of trends, but also just looking at the broader market. What's your take on where the markets are at today? You know, we saw a massive, you know, massive returns into the back end of last year, then whacked with COVID. Now we're back to, you know, above where we were, still a little bit below the long-term average for markets generally. What do you think in terms of where to from here?
Yeah, I think recently, say the last 3 months since the market sort of topped out, especially for these bigger tech stocks in late February, is really the inflation watch. And I suppose the crypto market's outlook and the stock market's outlook go hand in hand. There's worry going around, especially given the mass stimulus that happened throughout 2020, that we will see inflation, that interest rates may have to rise. And if that's true, we're looking at some of the other sectors that may do well in the stock market. So it's unlikely that tech stocks will continue the run they've had, and they've been leveled out for the past 3 months or so. But we're seeing the material stocks, the real estate stocks, financial stocks really start to turn around and post positive returns recently. I suppose if that does come true as well, that's really one of the primary drivers for the crypto market, specifically Bitcoin. A lot of Bitcoin's value is assigned to the fact that it's an inflation hedge. And whether you believe that or not, whether you think that's true or not, if we do see inflation happen, it will continue to drive this narrative that Bitcoin's one way to avoid that, like I suppose materials or real estate stocks are.
I think it's a tricky one because there's so many. It's a sort of a fake economic cycle at the moment that, you know, we saw GFC, that the government sort of realised, or the Australian government at least realised, that they could do this fiscal stimulus, and you know, the political cycle's 3 years. They don't want to be in a massive budget deficit or economic downturn over that period of time, and then they've just accelerated that massively in the most recent sort of COVID downturn. Now, I'm not saying that we should have done nothing there, because I think what they've done has meant that the economy is okay.